Alright, yeah. So that looks good. And then sit where I would sit. Alright. Now make yourself look taller and more masculine. Just for what's realistic for me. No, do me.
What's realistic for you?
Alright, you know what? Just start pressing record on the audio. Start. Content.
How do I know it's going?
It should the numbers go up.
Press again.
Press again, baby. There you go.
Look
You
at
wanna
me.
sit there this episode?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I want to sit in my normal spot.
I'm gonna do my normal spot. Everybody making fun of me. That's what my dad used to always do. He used to do an impression of where everything's going. My dad used to do that. He used to do like an impression of a mentally handicapped person whenever we made fun of him. We'd be like, Pops, look at your goofy ass shoes. We'd be like, don't make fun of me. Look at you. Why you guys making fun of me?
He starts crying.
Yeah, dude, he poops his pants. And he's like, I was joking around when I pooped my pants, you guys. It was one of those funny jokes where I pooped my pants. You forgot your White Claw.
I kind of want to start. I want to sit on that side, honestly.
Why?
Because now I'm like, I feel like we've been doing the same thing for so long. We should change it up. You ready?
Are you ready? Let me make sure that light's not in the shot all stupid because it looks dumb.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's fine. All right. Oh my gosh.
It feels like years has passed because you have a new haircut.
Yeah. We're sitting on different sides.
Yeah, this is crazy.
This is wild, man. You look
great, honestly.
Yeah, I got a haircut.
I feel like I'm like somehow more attracted to you than I was. I did not think that was possible. You look more like a man, I think. More like you know what you're doing.
Less boyish?
You just look like you know what you're doing.
That's funny.
You didn't just let it go.
Well, I think it was you who told me I looked younger.
Well, when you walked into Austin's, you looked younger because...
You told me I looked like a hobbit. I looked younger, and I look like a man now. Which one is it?
Well, you look younger
like a young hobbit man.
Hey! You look younger because I love you. You look younger because that's the hair I kind of met you with was short like that. But you are in a lot better shape. You know, you look.
I'm not so tubby anymore.
Yeah, you look good.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm trying to look better.
People keep telling me I look good. Do you think so?
I got a haircut the other day. I was trying to change the subject. No, you always look good, dude. You're always handsome. Except when you had cancer, you look fucking disgusting.
Dude, I was talking about
other than that, yeah, you look much better, obviously.
Like
it's been so gradual now that I like really look at you and imagine what you were like when you had cancer.
Bald was a big difference.
You had no fizz in your blood, bro. You looked ghostly. You looked pale and green.
Yeah, I looked terrible.
Now you look good. You look tan.
Also,
you have color back.
When I was doing the actual treatment, I would be super bloated everywhere because
you were a little buoyant.
I was hydrated all the time.
Yeah.
They kept putting fluids in me.
Yeah, they did.
Bobby told me yesterday that there was one time where I walked up and I was very insecure because I just finished chemo and like my face looked super puffy. And I kept asking him and Spencer like,
how
do I look puffy? Like I know I look puffy, guys. Just give me the truth. And they're like, no, Joe, you look fine. You look normal. And then apparently I left and they to each other were like, he looked pretty puffy.
Did you believe them when they said you didn't look puffy?
I think I could look in the mirror and be like, that's a puffy looking guy. But they were just trying to be nice by gaslighting me into thinking that I was looking normal when I wasn't.
Yeah. I mean, is that nice? Shouldn't they just... If you had told me that, what do you think I'm saying?
I'd say you would make some awful joke.
You look puffy. I say you look like a bloated corpse.
Yeah, you would go extreme.
Yeah, you look like
you'd be like you're dying. You look like you're falling apart in front of me.
Yeah, you look like the Michelin Man.
Yeah.
If you had cancer.
You lit a Stay Puft Marshmallow.
Yeah, dude, you look awful. You look horrible.
Yeah, but now
I think both ways are deflecting anyway.
What the truth would be better because I would want, if I'm asking you, if I'm like, I know I look puffy. Yeah. It's weird to convince me that I don't. To be like, if I already know it, then I'm starting to be like, am I even seeing things right?
Well, why are you asking? If you are, why do you want validation that you look puffy?
I guess maybe if they were honestly saying that I didn't, then that would be cool.
But they're like, are you like, maybe this is all in my head and I'm not that puffy?
I guess I also just like to complain, you know.
Yeah.
If I'm a puffy looking bitch, I just go like, am I looking puffy, guys?
I don't know. Cancer made you a woman.
That was me for a whole year.
I didn't know fucking.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No, give me your best.
I was just gonna say I didn't think cancer caused periods.
Well, it does.
It
was a period of about a year.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I mean, imagine.
Yeah, there were some periods that lasted longer than others, but it was,
Aren't you glad you got cancer though?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
In a strange way. I do miss it.
I hope it comes back, man.
Me too. That's why I'm smoking cigarettes. But I'm trying.
I feel bad even saying that. I don't want to put that.
I don't want to manifest that.
I don't want to manifest that out into the universe.
Yeah, I mean, I've been telling people like, yeah, dude, I wish I could go back. I wish that was so much fun. Everybody felt bad for me. I didn't have to worry about anything other than like trying to live or like being in pain all the time.
Made your needs very immediate.
Yeah, and also I literally didn't get all the stuff I give a fuck about now.
Yeah,
I don't care about. I didn't care about back then.
Right, you're like now you're like, oh, what if she doesn't text me?
Oh my god, what if I'm gay?
Oh, what if I'm a closeted homosexual?
Yeah, but
I forgot to bring my book. I was thinking it'd be funny to bring the book on the podcast.
You should just do a live audio book.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna do like you're gonna do a Gilbert Gottfried reading of. We found this book, or I found it.
The Joy of Gay Sex.
Yeah, that was the name of the book. Was The Joy of Gay Sex.
Yeah. Christoph's favorite book.
My favorite book of all time.
Grew up with reading it.
And well, what happened was I was at a coffee shop where they had this like cute little library thing, People drop off books and you take a book or whatever. And one of the books was The Joy of Gay Sex, which was like a guide on how to be good at having gay sex.
The title and cover is funny enough.
Yeah.
But the pictures are
the graphic images of did you see the guy jerking off into his own mouth?
There's the guy jerking off into his own mouth.
Yeah.
There was the fisting.
You know what I call him?
What?
The coolest guy ever. I call him king of the world.
What if you opened that book and all of the drawings, like it was
they all looked like me,
drawings, but they all had your exact face.
They look just like me.
Yeah. Both guys fucking each other.
There's even like a point where I get a haircut. Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It shows it starts me fat, then me thin again.
What if it was you and your father? And it's like striking enough, but you're also like, this is a real book. How is this possible?
How did this know that I liked doing this?
Yeah, you don't.
Or that I looked.
Oh yeah, there was that time I posed with my dad for that drawing.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
This is what he was used
those
for.
fellas took me into their van and made me pose in all kinds of gay pictures for their novel. But there was some good stuff in there. It was very weird. There was one paragraph called "Sex with Animals" that I read the first few sentences, and it was just like talking about someone in Salem who famously fucked a bunch of animals and then they killed him. And then the funny part was they're like, he admitted of banging 5 sheep and they couldn't tell which ones he fucked. So they just killed 5 random sheep. They're like, I think you might have gotten fucked, so we're going to murder.
That's a metaphor for a lot
cancel
of
culture.
Or I was going to say racism back in the day. Where some white lady gets raped and they're like, all right, let's just pick
one of them.
Pick a couple.
Yeah. It was probably just some white guy.
Liam Neeson going, I need to kill him. I gotta murder him.
I gotta murder them. But then there was it was obviously just white ladies who just got dick down by a black stud.
A lot of the time it was
and then we're like, actually I totally regret that.
Yeah, or the brother finds out and they're like, the only person that can fuck my sister is me.
Me, goddamn it. It ain't gonna be some fucking damn fella I don't like. I'll tell you that right now. It ain't gonna be a person of color. I can tell you that much.
Ain't no POC coming in my house.
SISTER. Bro, shit.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, he's on Twitter.
He has his pronouns in his bio.
Yeah. I'm fucking he, they.
And I fuck my sister.
Yeah.
I think incest should be added to the LGBTQ community.
LGBTQIP. And you know what the P stands for.
What?
Pedophilia.
Yeah. That's the real cutting edge of progressivism.
Is adding in molesters.
Yeah, it's non-binary rednecks who have sex with their sisters.
Yeah, that's the natural conclusion of the. They say everybody's like going woke. You know, our kids are turning gay. I think our kids are really going to turn into, fucking
pedophiles.
Pedophile. Well, people who have sex with their sister from the South.
I mean, if you think about it, like kids these days, they're having 16-year-old kids these days are having sex with 16-year-old kids. You know.
Yeah, you want to talk
they're
about
already
consent for a while and
discuss
pedophiles.
That? Consent?
Yeah, or should we just avoid the topic?
What do you mean?
19 and 17. What do you think?
Yeah.
Cool? Not cool.
I mean, 19-year-old boy, 17-year-old girl?
Yeah.
Probably not chill.
Really?
I don't know.
If you knew a 19-year-old who fucked a 17-year-old, you wouldn't be like, you'd be like, you're disgusting.
I wouldn't be like, you're disgusting, but I'd be like, why are you banging someone in high school when you're not? That's kind of iffy.
What if they're not even in high school? What if they're like in college 17-year-old?
A college girl who's 17? I don't get it. What, she's real smart?
I don't know. My dad was 17 in college. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like a mature. No, I don't know.
Well, she's mature for
her
I don't know.
Age. There was a YouTuber who got canceled because of that.
Because he was 19 and he banged a 17?
Yeah, or I think they were just DMing, honestly. I think he was just like...
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's like iffy.
I'm just saying, if my buddy was 19, I'd probably like make fun of him and be like, you're a fucking pedophile.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't give that much of a fuck for a 2-year
I think
difference.
that's legal, though. Isn't there like...
There's Romeo and Juliet clause.
Yeah, you know him very well.
Dude, well, there was...
You memorized it. Your Article B, subsection C of me getting pussy.
That was in one of the Transformers movies.
What?
There's a character who's banging a 17-year-old, and that comes up.
Oh, really?
And he pulls out of his wallet like the legislation to prove to her dad.
This is in the Transformers
films? Like 5, I think.
Okay, yeah, that's where they go. We're out of ideas for the Transformers movies. What do you guys think?
That's where Michael Bay went finally.
Yeah. You know, Wobbles, it's Shia LaBeouf. I was 19 having sex with a 14-year-old.
Well, it was Mark Wahlberg was the father.
Oh.
The father of the guy who was like, why are you banging my fucking daughter?
Is that your Mark Wahlberg?
Well, he's like from Boston. Right? You're my fucking daughter. What do you do, Mark Wahlberg?
I feel like Mark Wahlberg's more like...
Mark Wahlberg.
He's like... Oh, you banged my fucking daughter.
That's Bill Burr.
oh God.
Yeah, that's kind
I'm
of
fucking
good.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh my God, bro. It's brutal.
Yeah.
Being Mark fucking Wahlberg.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Oh, I used to rap in the 90s.
Have you fucking seen this guy?
Yeah, white women.
Yeah.
I don't like them. Yeah. They're the worst. Yeah. I got a black wife. Yeah. My name's Mark Wahlberg. Yeah. Mark Wahlbilberg.
That was good.
Mark Wahlbilberg.
All right, what about 20 and 25?
Yeah, I mean that's not crazy.
That's not I feel like the 2-year difference or the difference in
25 to
the
20
difference in maturity
more.
between 17 and 19 I feel like is way closer than 20 and 25.
Bro, I don't know.
Okay, we're done.
I don't fucking know. What I think is that anyone...
We're done talking about it.
I think anyone should be able to have sex with whoever they want as long as at least one of them says, I liked it.
Okay, what about a man and a horse?
Mm-hmm.
But it's...
But the horse is 2 and the guy's 27. She's very mature for her age. She's fully grown.
No, it's an 18-year-old horse.
Yeah, what if she signed? What if she could sign her name? The horse.
Well, what if it was super clear?
Yeah,
because obviously, like, man and a horse is wrong.
Woman and a horse, hot.
Two
horses.
Well, what if it's just super clear that the horse likes it?
If he's like,
no, the horse.
Yeah, the horse goes,
oh, fuck.
The horse goes,
oh, fuck.
No, well, what if you know what a horse says when it doesn't want to have sex?
No.
It says nay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you know what?
I'll tell you.
Yeah. You know what it says when it says hi?
What?
Hey.
Because
hey is for horses.
You know what a horse says when a gay person moves into their neighborhood?
God damn it.
They say, I can't say it on the podcast.
That was my first thought. Yeah.
They say, get out of here. Get out of here.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they're gentrifying the barn.
Yeah.
There's going to be frozen yogurt stands where there used to be troughs.
I want to do more controversial things.
Yeah.
What do you think about man and
Mexicans?
sister? Have we talked about incest?
Mexican? What about it?
Is it like wrong?
Is it wrong?
And there's zero. Oh, we talked about this at Black Midi. We had a whole incest conversation about the morality of incest. Is like if there's zero, your condom sex. There's like zero. There's very little opportunity for anything to go wrong. In the same way that there's very little opportunity for something to go wrong in a normal sexual situation. Is that wrong morally?
I think if it's like, there's a big difference between parent and sibling.
Yeah.
I will also say.
Well, certainly.
Because like mother, daughter, whatever, daughter, dad.
Yeah, that's way less hot.
Yeah. But also, that's way worse. Because then it's like a grooming weirdo. It's a Woody Allen situation.
30-year-old and a
70-year-old.
50-year-old.
Yeah, that's still fucking gross. It's disgusting.
No, it is.
No, it's disgusting.
It's
all disgusting.
It's all gross, but is it wrong?
I don't know what you mean by wrong.
Like,
should it be illegal? No. Probably not.
It?
I don't know. Probably.
Huh.
I have no clue. Well, I don't know.
Two brothers going at it, bucking each other's asses.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, gay stuff, more forgivable.
Because you can't have a kid?
Yeah, the worst. That's the reason why it's disgusting. That's why it's horrible. It's like the reason why poopy smells bad is because if you eat it, you get sick.
Yeah.
Even though there's some good little cheats in there.
You were eating some corn.
Yeah, dude. There's little corn nuggies.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like, it's just like gets in your bones. That's disgusting.
Yeah. It didn't always though.
But that doesn't mean it's necessarily immoral.
Yeah.
The reason it's disgusting is because you don't want a kid with like a flipper for a fucking face.
No, nobody wants that.
No.
But it's not guaranteed. And if you practice safe sex, then you don't have to worry about it.
Yes. But it's still like the same way like if someone was like, actually you can drink your own urine and it won't make you sick. It's still fucking gross to drink your own urine. Should it be illegal to drink your own urine? Probably not.
Yeah.
You know, I would say no.
Well, there's a big difference between gross and wrong. It's certainly...
That's what I mean. It's gross.
Certainly gross. And if you've had sex with your sister, don't listen to this podcast.
Yeah, honestly, if you're having sex with someone you're related to...
Hey, Alan Temps. Stop.
We're calling out specific...
Stop fucking your sister right now.
Specific commenters?
Yeah.
What if he did?
Yeah. Wait, what if he's like...
He's like, how the fuck did I know that?
He's balls deep in his sister.
They always make love to the JeanJax podcast. We thought this was the one podcast that didn't disparage our... They seemed like open-minded boys.
Yeah.
No, what you're doing isn't wrong, but it is gross.
Yeah.
It is gross. And if someone in my family did it to me...
Mm-hmm. You'd enjoy it.
I'd hope.
Yeah.
I'd hope it was my cousin Tyler. That's all I'm going to say. I wonder if he listens.
Your cousin Tyler?
Yeah, probably
I
not.
don't have no gauge for who listens to this shit.
We get like 100 to 200 an app.
That's not too bad.
That's fucking great for like a long form thing of two people who, whatever, we have some decent Instagram followings, but like we're not, I'm not Mark Wahlberg over here.
Yeah, no.
Even though I was a second ago.
Yeah.
Oh, look at me.
It's unbelievable.
Oh my God.
I was fucking his sister.
Holy shit.
Podcast.
What are you fucking my daughter?
Yeah.
You fucking having sex with my fucking daughter?
Yeah.
You know, Mark Wahlberg got in trouble in the 90s, I believe, for beating up a gay guy because he was gay.
I thought it was an Asian guy for being Asian. That might have been a separate thing.
It's tough to tell the difference between an Asian guy and a gay guy.
Yeah, they both look the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love having sex. I love having sex with men.
I'm just like Chinese.
Yeah.
My name is Zing Chang Hao.
I'm not as good, but I really.
That's
want
my impression of a Chinese guy.
I really want you to do a Chinese guy being gay.
My name is.
Just do it. Dude. Just do it.
What?
Just do a Chinese guy being gay. We'll cut it.
No. I'm not doing a Chinese
Come
voice.
on, you're so good.
I'm not doing a Chinese voice.
Okay.
I've never done a Chinese voice. I don't even know what they sound like. I'm
If you had to
I'm
guess.
color deaf.
If you had to guess.
I'm color deaf. I don't hear color.
Just do it for me. We'll cut it up.
Okay. No.
Come on, man.
I don't want to.
All right.
Because I'll get lazy and I'll not listen back to the whole podcast and I'll forget that I did
that'll be the funniest bit we've ever
I know.
done.
It'll be very, very funny and everyone will love it.
Yeah.
And everyone in the comments is going to
You know
sound
what?
off like, where's the Chinese voice?
I'm
Where's the
almost
Chinese
thinking
voice?
in the long form thing, maybe this is wrong, but we can do whatever we want in the long one. And the Instagram is the only thing we have to care about.
That's true. The short form stuff's going to be harder to hide.
Well, yeah, and the only people who get to it are the fucking people who listen to it.
Yes.
As opposed to Instagram, people being like, you guys fucking hate Christopher. You guys don't even like Christopher Hitchens. You're actually retarded. Or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't care. There's a certain part of me that doesn't care at all. But I also just don't want to, like...
alienate our Asian audience?
Yeah. I don't... not even alienate an Asian audience. I don't care about that.
You don't want them listening anyway.
Yeah, they're probably busy at the iPhone factory. But...
This is a good one.
I don't feel great about that joke. But the point is...
I wanted it. I wanted a yes end.
All Asian people work at iPhone factories. I genuinely believe that. That's going to be the soundbite that gets me off of SNL.
Yes.
SNL, they just hired a bunch of new people. They're young people. I'm actually curious to watch it now. Just because
are they people we know, like from the internet?
There's like someone I know of. Like, he was a Florida comic from Miami who I'd seen his name around, but I'd never met him. But he just got
cool.
SNL.
Wait, I've done comedy in South Florida. Maybe
Marcelo something.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
He was.
That'd be crazy if it was like Jackie
online.
Sanchez or something.
No, it's not Jackie Sanchez. I mean, and then there's another guy. I checked him out. Honestly, I looked at his stuff and I was like ready to not like it because he was on SNL, but his stuff was pretty good. He had a cool style.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's just.
I'd love to like SNL. I really would.
Well, it's like with stuff like SNL, and I used to feel this about like online companies like Rooster Teeth that were very old and trying to like adapt with the times.
Yeah,
is what you're like there was definitely a period of like 2016 where Rooster Teeth had kind of started to fall off in my eyes. And that's where I started to watch like Filthy Frank and shit. Yeah. And it was just so obvious to me. I'm like, that's where it's at. It's like these guys are actually doing like wild, interesting shit and like really funny and not holding anything back. Right. And Rooster Teeth was just so cautious of being like, what does Twitter want? You know? That's the road they kind of went down. And I think SNL, it's like, it's impossible for them to hire like a Joji or like a fucking iDubbbz or at the peak or whatever. Right. It's like,
well, they wouldn't want it probably.
No, but it's not.
If you had this massive online career and then SNL was like, here's something.
Well, not even I'm just even like when you consider Rooster Teeth or whatever, it's like if you really want to be good, you hire interesting people who are doing great stuff. And I don't think a company that big or that like has that much to lose would ever hire anybody interesting because it's like
Well, maybe not interesting is maybe just no one unsafe because you can be safe. I think. I don't know. You can be like a great clean comic. You can be, there's all these possibilities. I'm not going to rule out someone who like.
I guess I'm just thinking of my taste, I suppose. Yeah. But also, I mean, it's
someone of your taste. Yeah, is not going to be on SNL. Like that's not, that's not crazy. But I also think that
just like people doing cool shit.
Yeah.
The cool shit.
Cool, cutting edge. It's not for mainstream TV. It's not. I mean,
it used to be, right? I feel like it used to be. I don't know. There was space for like the Eric Andre show. And
but that was on at fucking 12:15 on an Adult Swim.
Yeah, and then
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's all the same thing.
Well, and it's also funny to see like cool niche, like kind of edgy, like cool guys who are doing cool stuff. Yeah. To become like so big now. Like Eric Andre's fucking massive when he wasn't before. Nathan Fielder's huge as fuck, and they're both still doing really cool stuff.
They do odd comedy.
I thought Bad Trip was really good, and from what I've seen, the rehearsal is really interesting.
Yeah,
but it's weird when so many people know it.
Yeah,
it was weird when Nathan Fielder is a fucking sex icon on TikTok or whatever.
Have I told you my rehearsal opinion?
Maybe.
Just I can't watch it. It's too. It just hurts my stomach. Like I can't watch
because of the cringe.
Because I think it's almost like there's a sadism.
Oh, certainly. I think that's
involved
in
what he's doing, and I just feel. I'm not saying I'm some bleeding heart empath, fucking whatever.
But viscerally, it's.
But I'm like, it just hurts my stomach to like watch a guy. I watched the first episode. That's all I watched.
Mm-hmm.
Full transparency. It's the guy who.
I've only seen the second one.
Well, the first one is a guy who he lied to his trivia team that he had a master's degree. And so they all think he has a master's degree, and he's practicing, confessing to
He's rehearsing.
Yeah. And don't fucking butt in with some dumb shit like that.
Okay. I'll be quiet.
Yeah, thanks. So he's rehearsing. So he's rehearsing the confession to one of his trivia teammates, But he's just clearly an autistic man.
Mm-hmm.
And he has like bad hair, and he's like, I love trivia. Trivia is my favorite trivia. And then they like cheat on the trivia match by like ham-fistedly like giving him the answers.
Mm-hmm.
That way he wasn't too focused on the trivia game because he loves trivia so much that he'll just forget because he's like way too invested in the trivia game to like remember to confess. And he's like, I just got way into trivia. Which is funny, right?
Yeah,
but it's also like this man has a mental disorder.
Yeah. And you are exploiting it.
And you're like, ha ha ha.
Yeah,
he's obsessed with this stupid thing. What an idiot. Ha ha ha. Look at him. He has a autism spectrum disorder.
Funny that Nathan and Fielder's in character, which adds another angle too, because it's not like a douchebag being like, look at this fucking dude. It's Nathan being like, there's like an added meta layer of him not understanding, like he's going through some kind of character arc or like being like a weirdo too. And like, the whole conceit is that the person making the show is also unhinged and crazy.
Yes, but the shitty part about that is we all know he isn't.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like this thing where like comedians will like, it's like Andrew Dice Clay or something, where it's like Sam Hyde or whoever. It's just a level of detachment. Like, well, it was a character, but like that guy's a real guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. At some point, it's like, I'm not even saying it's like some punching down shit or whatever, but it's so elaborate. Mm-hmm. And so that I think there's a certain sadism behind all of it, that there's power and control, and like I find it unnerving and unsettling, and I think I imagine myself more as the fucking autistic guy, to the point of where I'm like, if someone did this to me, if I found out somebody did this to me, I would hate them.
Yeah,
I would despise them.
Yeah. No,
if someone made a comedy show out of my life because there was a genuine massive anxiety in my life, I'd be like, you exploited me.
I haven't seen the rehearsal, but a lot of the thing with Nathan for you was a lot of the people that he would put on those shows are people going to auditions every day and are like the actor-y type in LA who are just trying.
Those people are crazy too.
No, yeah, and that's kind of makes that better because it's not a case of like this person doesn't want to be looked at. Or
yes.
These are people that desperately want people's attention. And so, like Trisha Paytas was on an episode randomly because it's just like they audition fucking weirdos and like actors.
I think there was also like, maybe I'm incorrect and maybe the rehearsal is sort of the same thing, but at least you had the veneer of I'm helping a business.
Yes.
And I think the bottom line was it's kind of like pulling a fast one on them. But there's at least promotion of the business. And
a lot of it is making fun of Nathan more than it is the people. It's him doing something like abrasive to somebody and them reacting to it.
Yeah, and I also think the registered sex offender bit is like genius. Mm-hmm. Like I think that's amazing. Like
it's great. No, I mean they're genius bits on
like I think that's incredible because I guess the kids could be victims, but like ultimately he's like signing himself up to be like, I could be a pedophile, I could be a registered sex offender.
There's no
yeah. I mean, maybe, I don't know, but that at least was like, there was something there to it where maybe he was more the joke or something. But like, I just think of this like, it's like a detached serial killer mode, dude. It's like fucking Ted Bundy comedy. Like I don't know. There's something really unnerving about the whole thing.
Something, it's growing in popularity, and it started with Borat, which more was like a punching down, punching up situation of like, these people deserve to be made fun of or whatever. Whereas now it's just, there's certain people like All Gas No Breaks, which is, he's become more of like a journalist kind of.
Yeah.
But at first it was, the idea is just going to a place and just kind of exposing different types of people that you don't normally get to see, and just kind of letting them be on display, in all of their like fucking freestyling and like being weirdos and ranting about whatever, is just putting a camera on somebody and going, bet you didn't know this type of person existed.
Yeah.
Because, we're so used to seeing fucking, it's like every movie and TV show, it's like the same like 6 characters basically.
Right.
And, there's so many people I've met in real life that just do not get any kind of representation in media, as far as like some coworkers. I'm like, this person's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
I've never seen a movie with a character that's anything like this person.
Yeah.
And so we were just kind of starving for these like
it's just the one black guy.
I've never seen a movie with
a black guy before.
Yeah.
Except Black Panther, and I walked out.
I'm watching Black Panther, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. Wait, hold on.
I mean, that is kind of when Black Panther came out, people were acting like they've never seen a movie with a black guy in it, with like a black cast. They're like, it's never been done. I've never seen.
It was barbershop than this.
Yeah. A black lead in a movie. There's never been a black.
And then I saw Black Panther with 5 Haitians who are black.
Yeah.
And it meant so much to them, and I felt so on the outside looking in.
I thought you were into it too. You were wearing the African garb.
Yeah. I wore a dashiki to it, and I said,
"My brothers, we must see the Black Panther movie because it is important to the cause."
I have like an AK-47.
full blackface.
Yeah, going blackface, and I have like Malcolm X glasses on and a dashiki, and I'm like,
"My brothers, Black Panther, Black Queens, Black Kings on the screen."
Yeah, you start crying as you're giving the speech.
And I go, I interrupt the movie. I just stand in front of the screen.
Brothers and sisters.
I go, "Brothers and sisters of the crowd." And they're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it's all white people in the crowd.
It's all the white people raise their fist. I'm just talking over the whole movie.
What this means to me as a cis white male.
Yeah.
Black Panther.
The one white character, what's the
Hobbit.
The Hobbit shows up. Boo! Boo!
"Get this crack off my screen!
The white devil!
Get this damn honky off my damn television screen!"
Like, Christoph, you don't have to yell. We get that you're trying to support.
Shut up, bitch!
Yeah, pull out your Glock.
You black motherfucker!
That's what I want to do, dude. I want to get so pro-black that I don't like my black friends. I'm like, actually, Sean, I'm blacker than you. Because I care more, actually. Yeah. Did you know that I care more?
Yeah.
Did you know that I'm the most caring white man ever to exist?
Well, that's I have this weird defense of because I make edgy jokes and people know my whole vibe. But then Carlos is like, "Joe, you're so racist. You don't even like black people." And I'm like, I feel like you don't like black people because you don't have any black friends.
Does he not have any black
friends?
I have like 6. Then you just start comparing black friends, which is the ultimate non-racist.
Well, no, it's because
move.
I love black people more than
black
him.
people.
Yeah. Because they like me better.
Bro, I don't fucking know, dude. I hate the game of counting black friends that happens among white people, dude. It is the corniest shit in the fucking world.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's like, it's not necessarily like what's the word, like obvious that you're comparing like do black people like me? Do they like you? Or how do you think black people feel about us? You know?
Yeah.
It's a little silly.
I guess so.
Because every black man
I just think it's funny. Yeah. I just think it's funny. I think I made this point in the podcast before of like if you're like a super woke and all that shit, and it's like
sometimes it loops back around.
Make a single black friend. Just like make a fucking.
That should be like a challenge.
Yeah,
it's a social media challenge.
Mm-hmm.
The hashtag make a black friend challenge.
Yeah.
You're like, fucking Domino's. I don't know. What do you guys like? Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah.
You're trying to relate.
Yeah.
Geez, I don't know, fellas.
So I read on Twitter today that
that Steve Harvey sure is funny guy. Shit, fuck.
Steve Harvey.
You only know old black people stuff.
No, I mean, yeah, it's stupid. I think the secret to life is vibing and, vibe with whoever you want.
You know what? Okay, I know this is like, this is kind of like hypocritical of me to bring up, but I think among white people, Cat Williams is incredibly underrated. Have you watched a lot of Cat Williams comedy?
No.
He's a genius.
Wait, you said among white people?
Yeah, well, black people not all, but like black people know Cat Williams. They like Cat Williams.
Not enough white people are on the Cat Williams train?
Like, yes, I 100% think that more. I feel like specifically like us age white dudes
would love him.
Love Cat. Yeah. They don't even know that you love Cat Williams, but you love Cat Williams.
Yeah, I know you've been telling me to listen to him for a while.
Right, he's incredible. He has stuff that's like, I think maybe like based on like appearances, maybe voice or racial prejudice or whatever, you might like look at Cat Williams and go like, this is like not for me. It's gonna be like fucking silly black people shit where it's just like whatever, It might be stupid, but he has stuff that's actually, I don't know, his stuff to me is like underrated as far as like actually like good comedy. Yeah, like with integrity and well written stuff. I mean, you might think like he's bouncing around, he's dancing, whatever. He's wearing a pimp suit, like it's over the top.
Guy's like,
Bernie Mac, yeah, Bernie Mac.
Yeah, I thought Bernie Mac was like I couldn't understand a single word he was saying. It was very funny.
Bernie Mac's hilarious.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
He does have a really crazy way of talking. I said,
That's gonna be Cam, dude. That's
gonna be Cam.
Yeah,
maybe, dude. I'd love for him to
voice,
be Bernie Mac of this generation, but not die.
Yeah,
I think he had a heart attack at like 45 or something.
Oh, really?
He was not that old.
45 ain't that old. I don't know.
No, Bernie Mac was. He did not hit 60. I don't think he hit 55.
Have a short shelf life, or comedians known for dying early?
Nah, not really. I don't think. Not like rock stars.
Well, there
are some like
people in Blow back in the day that were like drug addicts.
Yeah, I mean there was like Hicks, Kennison,
the fat guy from SNL,
Farley,
John Candy.
Candy was just fat, and then Belushi was heroin. What's his name? Hedberg was heroin.
Kennison, who did Patrice was fat.
Patrice was fat.
Yeah.
Ralphie May was fat. I think among entertainers, I don't know if it's particularly bad, but unhealthy is kind of a common theme.
Oh yeah, unhealthy and drugs and alcohol and stuff definitely probably go hand in hand. But I guess comedians also get older. Like they become good when they're older.
Yes.
Like a lot of the famous comics right now, like Rogan and Segura and fucking that
Louis,
whole
it's
group.
like all 40 plus
it's all
at least.
Fucking 50-year-olds. It's like as old as my parents.
Yeah, but I think that like I think you get probably like funnier. Like I think I'm gonna be funnier when I'm 40.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be way better at stand up just time wise, and I think also just like what's the word? Solidness.
Yeah.
Just in my identity.
Life actualization, sure. I'm sure, like, you know who you are.
Experience, know who you are, and, getting better at the actual craft of doing stand-up. It's all just going to get better.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can do no wrong.
So much life experience, dude.
Yeah.
By the time, dude.
There's a bunch of stuff I wanted to talk about on the pod, but now I feel like I'm bringing it up tactlessly.
Well, like more silly.
But just life experience just made me think about how, like, I moved out of... I've been living in my house, a specific house in Orlando, for 3 years.
Yes, with Ross and Olivia, great people.
Yeah.
They kicked
Ross
you to
and
the
Olivia,
fucking
they
curb.
kicked me out because they're getting
Like
married.
a dog.
Oh, I'm getting married.
Like a dog
Oh,
in the
we're
street.
gonna start a family.
Yeah.
What about me? Have you ever
Mommy,
thought
daddy, I'm baby.
of-
Let me stay in the house.
I want uppies, Ross. Ross, can I have
And
uppies?
you're like,
I go, I flew up.
uh-oh. Ross like, oh, that stinks.
And
yeah.
Ross is like, did you make an accident? And I'm like, maybe.
Yeah, he's changing you. Your legs are, legs are up in the air.
I have a boner.
You're like, change me.
Daddy.
Yeah.
So, anywho.
Yeah, you're burping on him. You start kissing his neck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's blowing raspberries on my tummy like. There are several things I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, let's get fucking real, dog.
I just had I was on my Toy Story 3 shit, bro. Just moving out, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, it's a huge transition.
I just I'm looking at things and throwing them away.
Oh, like
And
the
I'm
last scene in Toy Story.
Yeah, dude. I'm throwing them away and I'm doing laundry at the house I lived in and I go, this is the last load of laundry I'll ever do.
Yeah, that kind of
Do
shit.
you ever have that weird moments where every little thing becomes weirdly it's like you're watching yourself do it kind of feeling where you're like, I'm touching the door for the last time.
There was
I'm
a
eating
there
a
was a
snack
moment
with-
there was a
for the
moment
last time.
with a lady where it was the cutoff, it's like she's leaving
Yeah.
and there's just even sexual things of
Yeah.
this is the last time I'll be able to do this or that or whatever. It's in the moment it's aware of it as
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. Moving is a big one too of the last time this place will when it looks all different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
It's no
Jeffrey
longer
Lewis has a
lived
good
in.
moving song. I'll send it to you after.
Yeah, send it to me. But I'm looking at my hollow room, all my things, all my proof of living there is gone.
Mm-hmm.
The bed has no bedspread on it. There's no clothes anywhere. It's just it's just this barren room. I'm just
Mhm.
whoa.
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing of you had such a routine. The same thing when a
Yeah.
dog passes away. It's I never see my dog ever, but every time I
Yeah.
come home, he's there.
Yeah.
And I'm sure when a dog dies, it's just weird
There's gonna be
to
an
come
emptiness.
home and it's the motherfucker's not barking. It's
yeah.
it's
I remember. Yeah. There's a knock on the door and no one barks, and you're or not no one, but no dog
yeah, I
barks.
start barking.
I go.
Yeah.
No, but there's no bark when there's a knock or I remember dropping food on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so used to the dog just running over and eating it, and I go,
Yeah.
I just have to pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
If-
Yeah, that was. I had that when I moved to college,
Isn't that weird?
where I would always not leave shit on the counter
Yeah.
or in a low place for Kobe not to get it, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden I'm like, wait, I can leave it where the fuck I want. Kobe doesn't. He's not
Yeah,
gonna eat
yeah,
it.
it's super weird. Or you just drop a dollop of mayonnaise on the ground, and you're like, I know someone who'd love that little dollop of mayonnaise. But they're
and
dead
it's
now.
me, and then you lean down,
And
start
I'm on
licking it
all
off
fours,
the
and I'm
ground. Yeah. You're naked.
I'm like, yeah.
You got a collar.
I spread it all over my body.
I'm the mayonnaise dog. I'm the
Yeah.
mayonnaise dog.
Yeah, I mean, how's it feel?
It feels there's a certain bittersweet
Or wistfulness,
melancholia
yeah.
to it all. It's also, I also spent a lot of time with my GF recently because of the hurricane. We bunkered down.
Oh
together.
yeah, we didn't talk about the hurricane.
Oh yeah, Hurricane Ian, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Were you messing with your
skate the whole time?
roomie?
No, I went back home.
Oh, because it was named after you have a roomie. named Ian.
Hurricane Ian, yeah. Ian got me
I
fucked
can't
up.
believe you just thought of that.
No, I made the connection. I didn't have a good joke for it. Though.
You could be like, wow, Ian, can't believe what you did to Fort Myers.
Yeah, the hole was almost as big as yours.
Hurricane Ian, that's what I call you when you who blows harder. You.
Yeah,
Gay.
sure.
I'll get him. I was hoping to sleep at your house tonight, by the way.
Tonight, sure.
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I please?
Okay.
Can we sleep in the
Can
same
we'll
bed?
watch a movie.
Can we sleep in the same bed?
Yeah. I got a king size mattress.
What movie do you want to watch?
I'm trying to think if there's anything I haven't shown you yet that's really good.
What if it was just you masturbating?
A video of it. We're
Yeah.
both watching it.
Yeah. And I go, wait, I like this part. And you just come.
Dude, I watched Before Sunrise or Before Sunset, the second one.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
Yeah.
So good.
Wonderful film.
Yeah.
Wonderful film. I
Nah,
love the film.
We'll pick something good. Anyway, you were spending time with Skip.
I spent like it was nice too. I was like worried that I don't know. I was you spend like 4 days next to each other. I'm like, how's this gonna go? Is one of us gonna get tired of the other person?
Oh, that's the thing. Yeah.
Didn't happen. It was all chill, dude.
Yeah.
It was all very comfortable. It was also very nice to like not be in date mode. Like normally I'm like picking her up, we're going to dinner, we're going to do something.
It's interesting that this far in you're still on that date mode shit.
Not like full on date mode. It's probably like, but it's like 75-25.
That means you're still trying.
Yeah.
Guys get to a certain month cut off and go, all right, we're just hanging out in the house all the time.
No, fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not on that like.
It's nice though. It's nice.
Fucking cohabit, just come over. I mean, we'll do that once or twice
a week.
That
that shit. I like
and then
this
the other,
cohabitation.
Yes, but you need a balance, dude.
Yeah.
You can't just like waltz into her house and then like, what are we gonna,
Yeah.
Take her out for a nice fucking meal, you piece of shit.
Yeah, there's nice
Pay
meals.
for a fucking steak, you fucking fat fuck.
Okay.
I hate you.
Yeah.
You never fuck me anymore. You don't fuck me like you used to.
Sorry. We're trying to get that passion back. Let's add another dude. Listen, but
what do you think? Okay, I'm assuming you haven't been. I don't know what your longest relationship was. What was it, like 2-3 years?
2 years.
I don't know how fucking long it was off the top of my fucking head.
We've talked a lot about sex.
I know we've talked a lot about it, but I'm like, was it 4 years? Was it 3
years?
2 years? It was 2 years.
2 years
all right,
you
fucking piece of shit.
I didn't know
I literally asked you about your life. This is okay. Here's what your fucking problem is.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Whatever you're gonna say.
Someone showing. I showed a vulnerability of not knowing, and then you criticized me for that vulnerability. So now what you're doing
you're a gaslighter. You're a gaslighter.
You're teaching me.
Nope.
You are teaching me. You are teaching me.
You need to go to therapy. You're a gaslighter. Nope.
Yes, sis.
It was 2 years,
yes,
motherfucker.
Sis. It was
What's
2 years, and I'm sure you fucking were thinking about guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you had a 2-year relationship, but I'm so curious about like I want to be in a really long-term relationship and see like what happens to sex, because like now just making love is just it's good, you know what I mean? But
well,
like,
I had the
do you get 10 years in and you're like, should I put something in my ass?
I know people who are
get bored.
7 or so years in and are looking for options like that, like adding another person, stuff like that, and they'll probably
another person seems like that would not be my move.
No, I wouldn't.
I'd be like, put porn on the TV or like put
I don't
a dildo.
I think they haven't done it yet, but I think that will create its own series of weirdness.
Yeah.
You know? But
I wonder if like, sorry, what were you saying?
Well, but then I never got to that point. It's like
it's just like sex is sex and it's fun and there's
also I was doing like long, quote unquote long distance of like 3 hours.
Yeah.
So it'd be like every couple weeks we'd see each other.
Do
so
you have
time
phone
off.
SEX ever?
Huh?
Have you ever had phone
I did the
SEX?
FaceTime thing like once or twice.
So
like
FaceTime is like, so she's like flicking her flicker and then
I'm doing my thing.
And you're doing your thing.
Yeah. And it's a lot of the same like phone sex too, though, where it's a lot of talking and stuff. And it's like,
and you're like, what are you wearing? And you're like, this is FaceTime. You can see me.
Yeah.
And she's like, you're stupid. And then you're like, you're stupid.
I mean, I only did it the one time because it felt really weird.
You didn't like it?
It was just like a lot of, I don't know. I mean, maybe if
I'll show you how to do it.
Yeah.
Give me a FaceTime.
I'll go in the bathroom. You stay in
Yeah.
here. We'll FaceTime each other. Yeah. And we can hear each other.
We
through
just
the
have
wall.
FaceTime on while we're having sex.
Now that's good.
No, that's good pussy.
But I mean, so it's like every time I would see her, it was like it had been a while. It had been a few weeks. So it was just like you're kind of waiting for it, as opposed to like living with each other for so fucking long, and you see each other every fucking day, and it's like suddenly I'm fucking my wife, you know? But
there is something, I don't know, maybe there's something hot about like fucking your wife though.
Yeah.
Okay, this is like a weird take, right? What is like oddly hot to me, now tell me I'm a freak. Just tell me I'm a freak, dude.
You're a freak.
I'm a freaking freak. Imagine banging your wife. You're doing fucking disgusting things to your wife, right?
Yeah.
Like she's slapping you and she's got a finger in
getting
your ass and you're
hard,
like,
stop.
you're spitting in her eye and calling her gay and
Yeah.
she's kicking you in the balls.
Yeah.
And then just like, you're just married.
No, that is pretty tight.
and you tell her you love her and have a good day at work. Isn't that kind of lit though?
No, that is tight.
So you're like chained up in the garage and you're like, oh, don't forget sweet potatoes. Isn't that deeply erotic?
Yeah, I would say so.
I don't know if it works if you just have vanilla sex though.
No, I mean that. Yeah,
But it's
there's
funny to
layers
imagine.
to everything, dude. Some people we probably know somebody who's said before they would want to get fucking cucked or whatever.
Yeah.
And some people, different people find different shit hot as far as like. Some people are like, dude, I just want to see my girlfriend get fucked, and it's like that's bizarre, but. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to keep the flame alive for like 10 years or whatever. I mean, my parents, I think it's like disgusting, but it's also like kind of endearing that my parents will like make sexual references about each other or whatever. Like they made one where I'm
beautiful.
like, guys, you fucking knock
gross.
that off.
It's gross.
You don't talk about that in front of me.
Yeah, you guys are asexual.
Yeah.
Never had sex before.
Never had sex
I
with
was
each
born
other.
in a lab.
My dad's actually gay.
And mom, you're a guy. But you don't have sex with dad.
Yeah.
He has sex with
me.
other guy. Yes.
But
Correct.
no, it's they made some reference to like us being gone and them like skinny dipping in the pool or something. And I'm like, you knock it off.
Ew.
But it's also like kids who have parents like Lauren constantly mentioned. She's like, I don't know if my parents have ever had sex.
Yeah.
I don't know how I exist because it's like there's nothing sexual
There's no
about
sexual
the
tension
relationship.
in their lives.
There's no like lovingness to it or whatever.
Yeah.
She was describing where it's like. Yeah, it's not. You never see him kiss or like a hug or any. It's just they're two separate people, but had very different intentions with getting married and value very different things.
Yeah,
it's a relationship for them isn't something that's like this passionate, like crazy like love thing. It's more about like something you build together, like a family or what. It's like responsibility, which is an aspect of it. But I think the sexual
should be a little
component.
bit of both.
I suppose it depends on what you want, but if you're deeply unfulfilled in this thing and you have a kid and you're like, oh, it's this beautiful thing I'm responsible for and building. It's like, I think you should want to bone your wife.
Yeah.
Even when I'm like 80, we're just 80-year-olds just going at it, dude.
No, I think I'm ready to, not ready, but like if I'm like in my 60s, I wouldn't mind being like asexual and just doing my puzzles, like
like Kurt Vonnegut had that lecture about it.
Exactly. Like maybe I still have like there's some like
neuter.
Just being a neuter. Like I wouldn't mind that, I just want to be a grandfather and like fucking do my puzzles and teach my grandson how to play chess. Like, that's all
that would be lit.
That's all I want to do,
sounds
bro.
fucking lit, dude. I want to be a grandfather with you.
Yeah, dude.
Let's get
we'll
married,
both be we'll get married and we'll adopt a Chinese
we'll just
boy.
be old as fuck together, being like,
welcome back to the podcast.
Could you imagine this podcasting going
Joe,
60 years?
you're gay.
No, you're
Actually, you're gay. That's our show, everybody.
and Hunter's like, yeah.
We're just actually in diapers.
Yeah.
This week I shit myself.
Yeah. Alan Timps is still fucking his Yeah. Yeah, that's the running bit. You're now a running bit, Alan. You
No,
fucked your sister.
it's.
I hope you're happy.
Actually, you have fucked your sister. Don't bring Alan into this. Alan didn't do anything wrong.
Alan
dude.
loves it, dude. He loves
Dude,
it. He wants to
if
fuck
anyone
his
fucked
sister.
their sister, it's you.
No, I don't have a sister.
Yeah, you do. Breaking news.
Yeah.
Well, your mother's pregnant
Yeah.
because I fucked her.
But wait, what was like the meat of what we were talking about? What was the?
We want to be grandfathers. It's erotic to bang your wife.
Yeah. Oh, well, as far as the comfort level of being with somebody for a long time, you asked me about.
I'm just so curious. I just want to get. I kind of want. Maybe like I don't know if any latent desires will like manifest themselves, and I'm like, you know what? I've actually always really wanted to do is like I'm the dentist and you're a dental hygienist.
Have you ever tried role play?
No.
What's the weirdest thing you've done sexually? Like the sort of most like kind of kinky.
Nothing really.
Nothing. You ever tied a girl up?
No.
You've never. No girls asked you to like.
We didn't have like one girl wanted it, but I didn't have any supplies, you know, and then it just was like this thing that we'll do that, and then we just never did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've really, I mean,
vanilla.
I
Any
licked
places?
I've licked butts. I love licking butts.
Oh, I've never licked the butt.
You never licked the butt?
The last butt was like, well, it depends on the person. Because there's butts where I'm like, I'm not going anywhere near that. But there was one of the ladies I was with that was like, yo, I like this person so much. It's right there. I'm like, she's told me she doesn't want it, but I would totally go dig in, dude. But
I'm pro butt licking.
Yeah.
To be frank about it.
But no, I mean,
to be totally transparent,
I've never banged at any weird locations. I've never banged in a car. I've never
had sex in a car. I've had sex in a car bed, a race car bed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No way.
McQueen, yeah.
No way. That's really funny.
It was your childhood home with your mother, with your dad sitting in the corner, cheering me on. I cucked your dad in a race car bed, just spitting facts on him, just dropping bars.
Do you think that like what's the most like I'm just trying to say subject. What's it's funny when we just end up in these sexual corners of the podcast of like, now we're getting saucy. But as far as the relationship thing and getting into the mode of just hanging out and coexisting, it's like, it's funny because Bobby's kind of already there. He's only been dating his girl for a few months, and it's like, he's like, yeah, man, I don't know, vibes were just a little bit off today. I'm like, yeah, you've spent the last fucking 4 weeks in her, you know, at her house.
We don't, I mean, we see each other. Before we'd see each other like 3-4 times a week, and we'd always be doing stuff. We'd go to like a dinner. She'd come to a show. I'd go to a fucking whatever. We'd go to the driving range we've gone to. I just like to do stuff as a human. Mm-hmm. Skate also likes to do stuff as a human, and we do those things together.
Well, there's also there's different people where it's like, if you're two little introverts or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I also think, like, no offense to Bob and whoever, may she not be named. Yeah, I'm just pretending like she's a horrible person. Yeah. The dog killer. Yeah. Let's just say she killed a fucking dog. I'm gonna start this rumor.
Just shy.
Yeah. Bobby's girlfriend killed a dog. Yeah. We're starting that. Started here. But I got distracted by talking about it.
You said start with no offense, I'm interested.
Oh, it's a financial thing.
Oh, sure.
I can afford to go out 2-3 times a week.
I don't know if it's as much that for them. I think it's more just like...
Really? They're college kids, aren't they?
No, I was 25.
Okay.
But he's not making...
He's a bartender, right?
Yeah, something like that. It's like bartender money, but... Well, I don't know. You know,
I'm just saying,
it's not like they're like so poor. They're not.
Me and Skate have good jobs.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So it's like not a big deal.
Yeah.
But like, you know, sometimes we'll be like, we need to chill. We spent too much money. But like,
I guess.
I don't know. I think younger people...
Well, there's just stuff you can do. Yeah. Well, it's just, you can go out with that.
What are you going to do? Just a fucking park? What the fuck are you going to do?
Go fucking alcohol is not crazy. I'm just saying.
You're dropping like $30.
Yeah. I guess so.
You know?
Yeah.
That's not nothing.
No, you're
versus maybe buying a pack of White Claw and turning on HBO. Like, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're probably eating fucking Spam sandwiches and fucking, they're eating, you know, ramen, and they're poor.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing, is that you're just like, everyone's poor but me. But it is, I think it's more so just all of the in-between time is spent with each other.
We don't do that.
Where it's all of the time. It's not even in between.
It's too much.
Your whole lives are spent, you know, in each other's.
It's just weird being like, vibes were different today. This is like the 6th day we've hung out this week. I'm like, probably because you've been around each other for 87 hours.
Mm-hmm. No, that's definitely a lot of it. But that's even one thing. And when I was chilling with Lauren, was like, it was, you would go out or we'd go to a party or something, and it would be like a really fun night. But it's like, you don't. Or you know, we'd go out and like fucking get drinks somewhere or go to a movie or something like that. But it was like, definitely I really appreciated the vibe of like, we get back from the party, we go fall asleep, and the next day is just hanging. Yeah. Because we're wearing comfortable ass clothes, we're watching fucking TV, we're, you know, going to a coffee shop after, and it's like, all right, that, you know, that I definitely like the comfort of just kind of vibes, just kind of hanging out, not doing shit. That was a lot of my relationship with Karina, was like just kind of watching shit and chilling in bed and talking to each other and not, you know.
Yeah, I guess I'm just not like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I don't like those
you
things.
don't really chill very much in terms of
I'm mad
like,
chill, yo.
Well, I'm saying that as a
You think I'm
compliment.
not chill?
No, I think you're chill.
You don't think if I wasn't
Oh,
chill?
actually, I can't lie to you, Christoph. You're not. You're not one of the chillest people I know as far as like the ability to relax.
Look that way. Look that way for a moment. Now look back.
Oh, I didn't know you were chill. Like that. But as far as the ability to relax and like play a video game for a fucking long time or like watch a TV show, yeah, you're not. And I don't think I'm that way either.
I can't
really.
do that
no,
shit, dude.
I can't.
I really can't. I need to move around.
No, I'm not a chill either. But with a girl, cuddling is pretty chill.
Yeah, that's lit, dude.
Yeah.
I like just fucking bedtime.
I mean, I think
dude.
if I'm with somebody else,
or like
I feel
late
like,
morning.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, okay, we're going to breakfast. What are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing today?
You can't sit still and not be doing something, which is not a bad thing. I mean,
I'm not good at like, what are we doing today? I'm just gonna sit around the house and watch TV. I'm like, I can't.
I don't like that shit either.
I can't do that.
Yeah,
I can't do that. We did that during the hurricane though. It was nice to like have an excuse to do that. You know, it kind of like alleviates like productivity guilt.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just hanging with Skate. We were just fucking playing board games and fucking watching like DVD movies because we didn't have internet and shit. It was lit.
Fun.
We watched The Thing. Great film.
Great. I watched it in 35 millimeters.
I watched it in 36 millimeter, one more millimeter.
No. I think it's actually cooler the lower you go. I watched it in 10.
Did I say 36? I meant negative 36. You didn't mean positive numbers, did you? It's actually, yeah.
But no, I think that's the difference between me now versus when I was in like high school or like middle school is like that feeling of like something has to be done or like excuses. Like every minute I had excuses for everything the younger I was. You know what I mean? It's like you're in high school. It's like, oh, I don't have anything to do tomorrow or the next day or the next day. And there's no future at all. That doesn't exist.
Yes.
And you just play video games and listen to podcasts and hang out and fucking, you know.
Yeah, you're like, it's fine if I'm coming down from acid. I'm just at school, you know, whatever.
Well, acid, I would do that.
Or whatever. I'm like exaggerating, but you know what I mean.
But
like,
I'm just saying relaxing.
I can just burn out.
Where I'm like,
I
don't like playing video games now all day. I mean, like, I'll play a video game maybe at the end of the night or something if I like it.
Yeah, for like a half an hour.
Yeah, but as far as when I could just play shit and not think, like where it's like even if I'm playing a video game now, I'm still thinking about. I have sort of like picked time to do this.
Yes.
And like it's like this is my free time as opposed to before.
It was all
free time.
Yeah. And what you occupied it with wasn't that important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas now, I mean, you know, it's like, do I want to be sitting around playing fucking video games all the time? No.
I was just checking the time.
Where we at? Do we got time to talk about?
Yeah. We're at 1 hour. I mean, I don't, you know, I was just curious more than anything.
I like the vibe of we, like, I like when we were very bit heavy at the top.
Yeah.
And then we go, all right, what time we're at? And I'm like, all right, let's catch up on our feelings, dude. Yeah. Let's talk about the feels. Well, we're already kind of in that area talking about moving and shit.
What do you want to ask me? Ask me any question. I'll answer it right now. Go.
Are you gay? Never mind. I already know the answer to that. Do you like men? Fuck, I already know the answer to that.
Okay. I'm like, why are you asking these obvious?
Yeah.
I think you're warming up.
No, I don't know. As far as so your plan for the next month is just fucking sort of skating, whoever else.
Yeah, skate here at Jake's house, at Joe's, and then Tampa, my parents.
Well, if Jake's gone,
he is gone.
You're kind of chill. You can kind of do it.
Yeah, I might do that like one of these days. But he comes back Thursday, so you know. Yeah. I don't know. I might be more comfortable not sleeping here alone. I haven't slept. I don't know. Sleeping alone in a house is kind of eerie sometimes.
Well, it's also it's funny our relationship as friends.
Yeah.
Because like fucking at least 85% of our hangs together is some form of productivity.
Between stand up
and this and making videos is kind of how we got close. Was making TikToks and shit. Yeah. And but we, you know, Austin was like mostly hanging and like doing shit, and it's obviously we'll chill and party, but it is like you know, let's watch a fucking movie, dude. Let's
watch a movie tonight,
let's play
dude.
some Smash, dude.
Yeah, bro, I'm ready.
You know, let's slam some beers. let's drink tonight.
Drink alcohol.
Let's drink. Well, because I
don't want to drink.
Yeah, I know. I knew that was your vibe. I need to drink less. My big thing that I want to talk to you even off the air was going home was very interesting.
Yeah.
Of hanging out with my home friends.
Yeah.
And I got like embarrassingly drunk, which I fucking hate doing.
Yeah.
It was mostly embarrassing because it was we went to happy hour.
Yeah.
And we got like sake.
Yeah.
And I'm not used to like just like they gave me a big bottle.
Yeah.
And like a little
you
porcelain
drink the whole thing.
Well, you do, but you have your
supposed to sip
little
on it.
porcelain little bottle.
Yeah, and you have the little
or
thing.
vase, and
you have
then
the
your little thing,
teacup
and you're pouring it, and then we did the bomb, and so I was pretty slosh there, but my intention was to get drunk, but by like 10 o'clock I was fucking sloshed.
Yeah.
And then it was they were all going to Fort Lauderdale. By
Yeah.
the time it was like 11, I was just like, I can't fucking.
I gotta go to bed.
I gotta go to sleep. And people were like, oh, Joe looks so fucked up, and I'm like, no, I'm fucking not. And it was just like it was like uncomfortable, It almost reminded me of being high, of like being over aware of myself, and like. Every conversation would be me like interjecting something like that was successful.
Yeah.
I got enough time before the next interjection,
Yeah, I think I'm more sensitive to that.
with alcohol.
Yeah, well, like, than you are, like, in terms of, like, I can get kind of tipsy and drunky, and then I start getting self-conscious, like, fuck, am I the drunk guy? I don't want to be the drunk guy.
Well, normally I can just handle myself, or if it's the end of the night, I got no problem being the drunk guy, especially if I didn't drive there.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, every time I'm not driving anywhere, I just fucking get faded.
Yeah.
Which is why I think driving kind of helps me, because I'm like, all right, 4 beers and maybe 5, but as long as I'm good. And, But whereas if somebody else is driving me, I'm like, I'm getting trashed.
Yeah.
And then it's 11 o'clock. I'm like, I'm trashed. Can
Yeah.
anyone drive me home? But no, it was just weird because the feeling was like, I really love my friends back south, and like whenever they come up here, it's a lot of fun, and we go out, and it's so they're my old friends. I love them, but I do think it makes me realize that I'm like. It's like I can't do that all the time. You know what I mean? I felt like I was performing something.
Like drunkenness?
Even just like who I am. Like it's like around you, around my friends here, I feel so comfortable with myself and my humor and my personality. Whereas back there, I'm almost like, who the fuck am I? What am I doing right now? Who am I pretending to be? Like I'm not even grasping at something. And then I feel like I always end up getting really drunk around them. And I think that night I really found out. I'm like, am I just getting really fucked up tonight, just to be more comfortable with these people?
Yeah.
It's like
no, I do that.
Yeah, either I'm trying to feel more like myself, or I'm like pushing down whatever thoughts I have about not feeling like myself.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. I've had like I'll have poker games with like old friends from Tampa. And I have this weird thing of like, I changed a lot. They've changed a lot. I don't know, will we get along anymore? It's like brings up all these like social anxieties. And so I just start drinking. I'll just have like, I don't get hammered. I'll just have like 3-4 drinks. And like that way I can just ease in and be like, I'm just me, buddy. I'm just me.
Yeah.
Just all me.
We're all doing this thing,
Yeah, exactly. And they become more nonchalant just by drinking.
Yeah. Well, alcohol adds such a layer to everything. I'll be around people and it's a little bit weird at first, or at parties around like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Where people are the first people come to the party, and you're kind of all chilling.
Sobriety.
And it is strange.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, everybody's a little 3 drinks in, and it's way better.
Yeah.
It's like
3 to 7 drink mode, and then it gets past that, and they're like, that guy puked,
and they're like, that guy's making out with that other guy.
Yeah. Joe is making out with Christoph.
Yeah, maybe if you want, but it was just it was an interesting. I guess at the end of the day, I'm just left with gratitude that there are people in my life that I feel comfortable around, and that I like spending, I feel like myself around, and that sort of like are cool in that way.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like some people move to a place and can just get stuck with a friend group where that's the feeling all the time.
Yeah, fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that.
Yeah, that shit gay as hell,
That shit GAY, bro.
Yeah.
I kind of ran out of steam. I'm a little tired and hungry.
All right, well.
Can we go eat something?
Sure.
What do you want to eat?
We get pizza. I don't know. We got pizza last time.
We got pizza last time. We could drive somewhere. I don't mind.
I mean, I need to eat too. I'm trying to think. I just feel like I've been going to restaurants too much, where it's like, spending $15 as opposed to like $6.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of out of options. I'm homeless.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll get the sperm.
We'll get sperm from each
other.
other. Sounds good, dude. All right, brother.